Get those Cybermen out.
Welcome back to the Cybermen, guys. Today we have a special undefeated deck profile of Shay's King Piccolo deck. He went a couple of tourneys without losing a game using this deck. It's a lot of fun. It's very strong, so I hope you enjoy that. I'll let Shay take it away. Cheers.
It's time for another deck profile. Hey guys, Shay here from Cybermen. Today I'm doing a deck profile on my undefeated King Piccolo red deck, which I won locals with at Good Games Hostel last week. So great leader. I'm going to talk about a bit about the cards, the ratios I run, and why you should try this extremely enjoyable deck. All right. So first thing I found with this leader was, hey, why does this guy start with 6 life? I found that very off-putting, as a lot of people I'm sure will. But the more you get to play this deck and the more you experiment with it, you'll find that doesn't slow you down at all. So on the unawakened side, he's a 10k. When he attacks, you can choose up to 1 Demon Clan or Namekian card from your hand, place it in your life face up, and if you do, add 1 card from life to hand. So this guy has 2 win cons. He has the first, which is really the optimal path you want to be taking, which is when you have 2 face-up cards in your life or more. Draw 3 cards, then place a card in your life face down from the top of your deck, then flip them over. The other win con is when you have 2 or less life. Yeah, definitely not the best. Though I've seen some cool plays where the opponent doesn't realize that the leader adds a life and swings in with a double striker just to watch the leader awaken, then add a life, not really slowing down with that double strike. So gave me a little bit of a giggle. So when this guy awakens, that's when the fun really starts. His auto, when he attacks, choose up to 3 red Namekian or Demon Clan cards in your hand and place them in your life face up. Then add that many cards from your life to your hand. What this means is that there are never, I guess you say, dead cards in your life. You never, I've never with this leader had that moment where I've gone, oh man, my SCR is the last card in my life, isn't it? Yep, there it is. I can't get it. You're constantly cycling. Really good. Right, so his activate battle once per turn lets you take a card from your deck, place it face up in your life, then choose a Namekian or a red Namekian or Demon Clan card in your life and combo with it. And the Demon Clan cards have play post combo effects. So when we get to those, we'll talk about it a little bit more. So let's put this bad boy off to the side. So his main supporter and really the best Unison this set, Piccolo Jr., Descendant of the King. This card is insane for a couple of reasons. The first is its auto. When your opponent activates a counter skill, you can choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with 15k power or less and KO it. Black Marseillans and things like that. Just pew pew pew. It's, yeah, really good. Doesn't ignore barrier. Doesn't need to. It's busted enough as it is. The +1 for the Unison is to draw a card. So really you're trying to get this guy out on turn 2. Obviously this may change based on what your opponent is running. When you do play him, +1, draw that card. His -2 is amazing, honestly. So what it does, you choose up to 1 of your red battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less, then choose all of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 3 or less and a power the same as or less than the battle card you chose, and KO them. There's so many ways to plus up your 3-drop battle cards, Demon Clan, in this deck, that you won't have any issues KOing pretty much anything, except maybe some skillless 30ks. Anyway, so what happens then? This guy gains Rejuvenate. So choose a further 2 markers, remove them from the card. Standard Rejuvenate, take a card from beneath the card, drop it, and then you gain a life. So that's one of the few decks I feel in this in this set that we're actually seeing Rejuvenate be used. And I use it myself a few times, not every game, just on the occasion. This guy you want to keep as 4 of, definitely. Alright. The King Piccolos and the Piccolo Juniors. Right, so the 1-drop searcher, this guy's really good to find those missing pieces. He is a top 5 searcher though, so you know, you're not always going to find what you need. I find running him at 3 off to be sufficient. He's also an EX evolved target for the 4-drop Piccolo. If you can't find your piano on turn 1, this is probably the card you want to be playing. Alright, next, Super Combo. So we have Dependable Warrior Piccolo. 2-drop, Namekian, searchable. You can combo it from life. I would like 4 foils. If you want to send me your foils, please, I will accept these. I did some experimenting with Raditz super combos and other super combos, and none of them were as versatile as this guy. The fact that he has a base 10k super combo, your life doesn't need to be at 4 or less to activate that plus 10k, I found to be invaluable. The deck itself, you draw so much that you don't necessarily need to draw off your super combos, and I found myself in situations where perhaps I didn't want to draw because I've gone through my deck so quickly. Yeah, look, really good card. I mean, you might choose to splice it up and add in some dual color super combo spice in there. I mean, the Napa, the West, depends what you're going for. I like my 4 stable, reliable super combos. All right, so from Piccolo Jr. back to the King. So from Draft Box 6, we have King Piccolo, the new ruler. I feel like everyone will know this card. It comes out, if you have 3 or more markers on your Unison, this guy comes out for free. He's a 20k double striker that your opponent can't activate blocker against. Very annoying card to deal with. The fact that he's free is just a little bit silly. I run 3 of because you're only playing a maximum of 1 of these guys per turn. Which, yeah, 3, I have no problems finding this guy, generally speaking. He is a really good option as well for EX evolving. And when we get to the 4-drop Piccolos, we'll look at that. Dun, dun, dun. You can see many cards in this deck work with and rely upon the Unison, so very important card. Alright, so next we get into the realms of the promos, which, to say the least, a little bit on the pricey side. Not so much for this guy, King Piccolo First Step to Revival, but the Scion, Piccolo Jr., is, I think when last I checked, TCG is like 60, 70 US. Yeah, ridiculous. Anyway, First Step to Revival. So what this guy does, when he's used in a combo, you can choose up to 1 of your face-up red Demon Clan cards and life and combo it. So if for any reason, say you want to get down to 4 life to activate your super combos, or if you really need to get a defensive piece out from life and into play, you can use this card. One of, I think, the only cards in the deck that that truly, I guess, self-awakens or takes life without replacing it. So it's a good tech option as well. What you can do is you can send it from drop to warp to give 1 of your Demon Clan or Red Namekians plus 5k for the turn. Very handy. This guy is amazing, quite simply put. He is a free counterattack that comes into play. He comes into play in rest mode, which is a good thing, because it would be nuts if he didn't. He's a double striker, blocker, 20k, also unique. Yeah, 2 markers on your Unison is all it's going to cost, is all you need to activate this guy for free. Just, yeah. Sometimes I wonder what they're thinking when they design these cards. Hey, I'm not complaining because I love the deck. Anyway, King Piccolos. So we've got the 4 drops here. This guy is really good for finding those missing pieces. So you're paying 1 red energy, put him into play, and you can find a red Namekian, Demon Clan, or Unison with an energy cost of 2 from your deck. But wait, there's more. What this guy does, on play or on attack once per turn, he gives a red Demon Clan card plus 20k power for the turn. Yeah, for the turn, 20k. A little bit nice. Alright, I only run him as 3 because I find, again, I have no problems searching him, no problems finding him. He's there when I need him. Instead of running a 4th, I run this guy from another card from Draft Box 6. Deflect, Barrier, Double Strike, 20k. The only way I can get this guy out is hard casting, and often that is really an option that I gladly take. So, reason being, when he attacks, I add a mark to my Unison, so that's like a nice little cherry on top. But what you're really after here is the ability to add a card from life to hand. When this guy's attack is negated, deal 1 damage to your opponent. And they can't activate blocker, much like the 3-drop. Ooh, excuse me. 3-drop free play. So great in matchups with your opponent. It's super defensive, blockers everywhere, negates everywhere. It just gets through the cracks, and a lot of people don't see it coming. Some do, the savvy ones do, but it catches a lot of people by surprise. All right, the king, the big king, the 6-drop, evil dictator. This guy, deflect, double strike, dual attack. 1 energy. 1 energy to play this guy. Provided you meet the terms of being able to play him. So leader card must be red, and you must choose 40,000 power or more worth of Demon Clan cards on the field and place them in your drop area, which is really, really, really not hard to do at all. Definitely a game finisher, this guy. Great against all the hatchiaks that seem to play at our locals. You know who you are. A lot of time for this card. 4 would be too many. In fact, 3 might even be too many. Toy with running 2. Still, like any deck, just getting, playing around with ratios constantly. We'll talk a little bit more about this guy shortly. Let's get on to the band. So, firstly is Piano. So Piano Man, 1 energy. This guy is your draw engine for the deck, coupled with the Unison. This guy, if allowed to do what he wants to do, will draw you a card every turn. Once your leader has awakened. So when a card is placed face up in your life from any area other than your life, you draw a card once per turn. Cool. He's also unique, by the way. If this guy would be placed in your drop, or is placed in your drop, you can flip a face-up life face down to play him with skills negated for the turn. There's some matchups that you're going to struggle keeping this guy in play, or you're going to find yourself constantly flipping. He's easy target for dormant potential. He's also easily removed with warp. Sadly, you can't save him from that. But if you're playing against this deck, you really want to be removing Piano, because he just generates so much value. So that's the 1-drop Piano. He's a Demon Clan that you cannot combo into play, so the only option you have there is hard casto. All right, the rest of the band. So these guys are all 15k. We've got cymbal. You got drum. And last but not least, you got tambourine. All right, so really good cards. These guys all have one thing in common, and that thing is when they're comboed from life at the end of the battle that they are comboed in, you play. No skills negated, no downsides to this, I guess you'd say. So the first one, which I run 4 of, is cymbal. So this guy's really good, again, to help support your Unison, keep him alive, and also to generate draw. So if your leader card's King Piccolo, choose one of your red Unison cards with Rejuvenate in its skill text. It doesn't need to be activated on the card, it just needs to be written there. Then you place a Demon Clan from your drop beneath your Unison, draw a card and add a marker to the Unison. Things to note: not unique. Yes, the ability is once per turn, but if I have 3 symbols sitting side by side, there's nothing to stop me from activating all of them, provided you have the fuel in the drop area to place beneath the Unison. I toyed around between 3 and 4, but I decided on 4 just because it's, you really want to be getting your draw up, especially with your opponent's tendencies to whiteboards. Supreme Kai. All right, drum. Pum 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 pum. This guy, barrier blocker. Enough said. He also, when it comes in, negs your opponent's battle card by 10k, which is nice for the turn. So quite commonly, they'll lead a swing into you, you're comboing with this guy, they'll have something else they're about to beat you with. Drum comes in, negs that scary battle card, then sits there and goes, come on, attack me so I can block you. 4 of, love it, the best, not unique, abuse. Alright, Tambourine, he is the unique guy, hence why I've got him at 3. I do fluctuate between 3 and 4 on this as well, just because you want to have as many demon clans sort of floating around as you can. But yeah, again, unique puts me off a wee bit. However, that said, this guy is a powerhouse. So if your lead is red, King Piccolo, and you have 3 or more face-up cards in life or a red Unison card in play with cards beneath it, when this guy attacks, switch him to active mode and give him plus 5k. So it becomes effectively a 20k dual attacker. Yeah, Hatchak, looking at you. No, Demon Clan. So we talked a wee bit about things we do with our Demon Clan. That sounds really sus. This guy. So EX evolving on top of, say, the 3-drop draft box Piccolo that you played for free and swung with, giving 20k to your Tambourine, making him up to a 40k dual attacker, which you're then sacking off for the big boy King Piccolo. It's a little bit silly, really. Alternatively, if you find that you're struggling and you just can't find Tambourines, because you know what, I only run 3, you can always use King Piccolo first stick to revival, buff drum up to 20, King Piccolo time to fight, plus 20, he's 40k. Or you know what, if you're not fussy, you can just KO 3 Demon Clans at 15k to get to your 45, 40 and above. It's all good. Alright. So that's most of the clan. The only other specific King Piccolo related card that I run is Attack of the Demon Clan. Lets you search your deck for a Demon Clan card with an energy cost of 3 or less. Place it in your life face up, then combo with a Demon Clan in your life that is face up. So great filter. Grabbing anything from your deck to effectively put into play is just amazing. I ran 3 for a while, but I found that that third one was always just going in the charge, and the 2 was kind of a sweet spot. Especially, as you'll see, I ran a few more extra cards, and I don't want the deck getting too cloggy with those extras. So we'll Fang Fest at 2, just because your Unison, unless you're playing, unless you're being Supreme Kide or your opponent's able to generate an insane amount of pressure and take your Unison out, you're going to have them active. And this card just, it speaks for itself. I might even run more if I had more, but 2 has served me well. Violent Rays, as my, other than the 4-drop Sign counterplay, this is my only other hard negate, and, shuts down turns for things such as Dark Broly and Red Broly and other decks that just want to spoil your day. So not a counter, not a extra card, but Yamcha, Merciless Barrage. I might take these out if I get more Scions or when I get more Scions, but it's nice to have that option to neg battle cards and clear the field a wee bit. If you play the Piccolo Scion promo card first, you can then play this guy in the same turn, both for free. Just don't play the Yamcha first, because that will shut down any counter skill. No, I'm lying. No, I'm completely lying. Ignore me. Clearly it's been a long day. Right. Bardock, 6-drop, dual attack, overarm 6, 25,000, beat stick. Really good just to put the finishing touches on a match. 2 is a good number. You're generally only getting off 1 in a game, but yeah, I might even drop it down to 1 at some point if I find myself short on space. But 2 is a happy spot for me. I did, you can mess around with Man on a Mission or other free big overwhelm threats, potentially for removal. The 6-drop Secret Identity, I think it is. Toyed with that, but the Unison has such a good built-in board clear that you just don't need to. I find I don't need that extra removal. Anyway, last but not least, Supreme Kai of Time, Space Trome Titties. She is a 40k that comes out for 1 energy. She basically neuters your opponent's board. The Unison removal alone, in my opinion, is worth it. She doesn't touch barrier, but that's fair and balanced. Just an all-around good card, and she stops your opponent from swinging with Unisons or leader cards for the turn. So a very good SCR, as TCG Player tells us with the price tag. Anyway, that's it. Please do let me know your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions. I love this deck. It's so much fun. Running it since the start of the set, eyes on it since before the set released, and I hope we see more support going down the road for this and the Namekians in general. Thank you. Please. Okay, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and talk to you soon or not. Bye.